Today, I'd be asking ChatGPT to roast our titans from the OG Skibidi series, and damn, you wouldn't believe what it said. Some of them were even too brutal for our titan, that I had to ask it again and told it to go easy, as that's going to make them leave the battlefield and go for therapy instead. Okay, let's not waste any more time. So I started with the TV Titan. I gave it this image and asked it to roast our daddy TV, and damn, it said,
Oh look, it's the glitch gremlin of a forgotten server, a walking L powered entirely by cringe and static. This Titan looks like what happens when a streamer's PC crashes mid-recording and suddenly gains sentience. Like, are you serious with that face? A big old monitor blasting the Pi 3 emoji? That's not intimidating. That's the energy of someone who threatens people on Twitter using anime profile pics. This thing isn't a menace. It's a mobile Wi-Fi dead zone. I've seen scarier things in buffering YouTube ads. You really walked out the lab with CRT monitors stapled to your limbs like a budget Megazord built by Radio Shack. Each arm has a screen that looks like it's been unplugged since 2005. If you're supposed to be some techno god, then why do you look like you lose connection when someone microwaves a hot pocket? And what's going on with that chest core? It's like someone shoved a rave light into a blender and called it power. Iron Man called, he wants to know how you managed to make arc reactors uncool. And those spikes? Don't even get me started. You're one Windows update away from shutting down entirely. I've seen more threatening silhouettes in Halloween lawn inflatables. You're not a Titan. You're a laggy NPC in an unreleased indie game. You don't fight enemies, you freeze their frame rate and hope they rage quit. You're the final boss of a tech support hotline. The only damage you do is draining battery life and crashing apps. Someone throw a magnet at this clown and let's call it a day. Bottom line, you're not a warrior. You're a Wi-Fi error message in cosplay. If cringe were a character class, you'd be max level with DLC. Go back to the digital dumpster you crawled out of and reboot your whole existence, because this look, it's an antivirus ad away from disappearing completely.
okay, I don't even know what to say. The TV really got violated. But to be fair, I did see the missed call from Iron Man. Okay, I'm just kidding, but regardless, you can't deny that this was insane. I don't know if the TV would even want to fight for the Alliance anymore after hearing this. There are still 4 more Titans to cover, and trust me, this first one doesn't even come close. Okay? I then asked for the camera, and it said this.
Oh look, it's Optimus Prime, staggering in like a budget transformer that failed the audition for every Michael Bay movie ever. This clunky hunk of metal looks like a construction crane got drunk and tried to build a war machine out of spare microwaves and highway debris. That glowing blue chest core? Bro, you look like a vending machine with abandonment issues. And those shoulder-mounted blobs? Are those weapons or oversized lunchboxes? Your whole design screams, built in a garage by someone with commitment issues. That headlamp for a face makes you look like a sentient flashlight searching for relevance in a post-apocalyptic LinkedIn profile. You're not intimidating, you're overcompensating. You didn't walk out of a war zone. You limped out of a failed Kickstarter campaign. The only thing powerful about you is the disappointment you radiate. Scrap yourself before someone does it for you, Rust Bucket.
Damn, this one was personal. Like seriously, I even at some point started questioning my existence as a camera. Like, what was that face roast, bruh? That was somewhat brutal, to be honest. Okay, the Speaker Titan is up next, and you would not believe what it said. I gave it this image and left it to cook. The result? Well, hear it yourself.
Oh wow, look what crawled out of a rave and got lost on its way to a laser tag arena. This overgrown traffic light with anger issues really pulled up thinking it was intimidating. Nah, you're not a Titan. You're a walking Bluetooth speaker possessed by a dubstep demon. Your head looks like someone strapped a boombox to a vending machine and called it a personality. Red lights everywhere? Congrats, you've officially become the world's most obnoxious Christmas decoration. You've got more circles than actual features. It's like you were designed by someone who only knew how to draw dots. What's the purpose? To blind enemies with the sheer stupidity of your design? You don't look threatening. You look like a failed boss from a rhythm game no one bought. Those giant cannons on your arms? Please. They look like hot-glued air fryers. I've seen Nerf guns with more dignity. And don't even get me started on the red jacket. What is this? Casual Friday at the apocalyptic villain convention? You look like you got half-dressed for battle and got distracted by your own reflection. You've got this big, bulky energy, but your fashion sense is giving mall security robot who listens to techno remixes of nursery rhymes. You're not a force of destruction. You're a strobe-lighted embarrassment with a superiority complex. Go ahead, light up all you want. You're still just a glorified speaker system with delusions of grandeur.
I mean, it was kinda right on the boombox aspect, but I think it intentionally had to mock Da Fook Boom a little here, which is hilarious, but I won't take it. Honestly, I think the speaker took the biggest roast amongst the ones we've done for now. It's just crazy how accurate and Okay, I'm just kidding. Let's see what it has to say about G-Man.
This Titan looks like what happens when a boomer watches Iron Man once and decides he can build his own suit using spare parts from a burnt-down Chuck E. Cheese. That face? That's the expression of a man who got rejected from every villain audition in a low-budget sci-fi show and decided, fine, I'll build my own franchise, with blackjack and fire hazards. He's got turbines hotter than his mixtape, which is saying something because both are spewing nothing but gas. Those glowing arms? They look like he stole them from a steampunk espresso machine. And what's powering him? Rage, regret, and discount rocket fuel from a Mad Max flea market? This man's forehead computer looks like it was installed by a raccoon with a wrench and a dream. And don't even get me started on those flamethrower boots. Dude's flying like his knees gave out mid-staircase and he never hit the ground. Final verdict? More retired toaster with daddy issues than Titan. Try uninstalling yourself, Chief.
Okay, at least they called him Chief, meaning he has at least some respect, because this is too much. But honestly, this one was actually more on the funny part than looking insulting. But what do you think? And of course, I couldn't just end it without telling him to roast the Duchess, so I gave it this image, and it said,
Well, this is what happens when a ring light gains sentience and decides to cosplay as a Final Fantasy villain. She's rocking that edgy sorceress meets malfunctioning air fryer aesthetic like she's about to drop an album called Pain But Make It Fashion. That glowing circle behind her? Not a weapon, just her Wi-Fi router trying to process all her cryptic tweets about embracing the void. And that red glare? Girl, those aren't demon eyes. That's sleep deprivation from binge-watching anime and thinking it was career research. She's got that, I just hexed my ex and powered my mech suit with his Xbox energy. But the only thing she's haunting is group chats with unsolicited tarot readings and Spotify playlists named Blood Moon Sadness. Her armor looks like it was designed by someone who's never seen a screwdriver but owns 6 Ouija boards. And that chest cannon? That's not a power core. That's where she stores passive aggression and lukewarm poetry. She doesn't strike fear, she strikes drama. Someone tell her the apocalypse isn't a runway. And even if it was, sis, this ain't your look. Final judgment. Edgelord in HD still serving 0 threat and 100% Tumblr backlog. Back to the void, ma'am. No encore.
yeah, I kinda agree with this one. Okay guys, what do you think? This was fun, right? Let me know in the comments. However, check out this video on your screen right now.